Hey everyone, welcome back to Modlife Season 3, episode number 46. Picking up right where we left off last episode here at Bentley Industries. Currently in the process of setting ourselves up with a nice defensive shield generator over there, right over there in the corner. It's looking pretty nice. I'm actually liking how this wall is turning out here. I really don't generally like that chisel block, that giant hex plating. But I think on this, wall, our perimeter wall here, this might actually work here. Maybe we'll do a little bit of something around the top edge and all that stuff. So anyways, guys, I have been doing a little bit of work, and before I get real into it for today, I want to go ahead and mention about the world download last episode. Last episode, I didn't get it up right away. There was a link, but it didn't work right off. It had to take a little while to actually get sorted out, and I had to re-upload the file and stuff like that, but it is available now. I will also go ahead and re-link it in the description below, the world download again, which was at the end of last episode, so it's pretty much a little catching up to do to where I'm at. Not too much. I just made a few more shield templates since we left off last episode, and so far, this is how well we're doing. Let's go ahead and show you guys. Yeah, this is where we're out to at the moment. We still got to do this side out here, but yeah, we got a while to go. This is going to be a lot of wool for the entirety of Bentley Industries. So, with that being said, I may have to do another wool farm at some point, but it seems to be going rather quickly, but we'll see. I don't know. Also, on a side note, for those of you guys that are possibly using the shield block, I do want to go ahead and mention, I'm going to turn this off, because that does drain our power and stuff, and eventually we're going to get to a point, someone actually mentioned this last episode, that we want to try to infuse our shield projector because it's going to reduce the cost of our shield generator by I want to say a lot, but honestly, I really don't quite know how much. That's what I pay the people at research and development for. I'm no scientist. I just kind of follow the instructions sometimes, and sometimes I don't. But anyways, we'll eventually do that. But as I was going to say, be careful where you place the shield templates, because if you places through a block or something like that, and you're trying to place through it, I think I did something and it just deleted it. So I don't know. I can't remember what I did exactly, but I know it deleted the block when I turned the shield on. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of confusing because I don't even remember how or what I did. So yeah, make sure you be very, very careful when messing around with those. But anyways, guys, today I do indeed have some plans. We've been having a little bit of a problem with our iron supply. Look at our gold. We're doing great on gold. We're doing great on most of our other ingots as well. But specifically iron, because we use iron in pretty much everything. We use it for steel. We use it for all of the things we make. It's pretty crazy how much stuff we actually use iron for. So I want to try to do something that's hopefully going to allow us to get a nicer supply of iron in, and, then from there we can pretty much, spend it all on making, ender pearls, or, a lot of iron for our perimeter wall, which is exactly what we're going to be needing it for. But I want to resort to a little bit more of immersive engineering for this. I want to see if it can actually help. And by that, I mean I want to make a what's this thing called? I don't even know if it says. Oh yeah, core sample drill. I keep wanting to call it like a mining drill, but that's just because I've been doing a lot of mining here, and Bentley Industries has done a lot of mining and mining drills and stuff like that. We got this multi-drill, we got the other drill somewhere, I think. Anyways, nonetheless, I want to make this guy. This is going to hopefully allow us to find a nice mineral vein. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. It says the deposits of ore found around your world are nothing new to you. What you have so far left out of consideration, though, are mineral veins, which contain a mix of different ores. Due to their wide and thin spread, the average miner can't find them, but a special machine might be able to assist with that. and that is where our core sample drill comes in. To find and determine minerals in the world, you will want to craft a core sample drill. This machine, when powered, will drill into the chunk and determine which mineral can be found there. The drill consumes 40 RF per tick, takes about 600 ticks to fully retrieve and analyze a sample, and then the following pages list every type of vein and the ores that can be retrieved from them. So we got quite a few pages here and we can go through and take a look. So it says, with this one's the platinum vein. We don't really need a whole bunch of shiny ore. This is the one I'm kind of going for here. This consists of 85% iron. So that's a pretty good percentage there, and a little bit of gold, which I don't mind having more gold. When do we not? But it goes through and it shows you that there's so many other different mineral deposits. More iron in some of them, uranium, cassiterite. This would be really nice because I think I do need some more tin at some point, so that would probably be a good idea to have and mark off if we find one. But there's a whole bunch of other ones as well we can go through. There's some that have diamonds in them rarely. I think that's the coal ones if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, let us go ahead and jump into making the core sample drill. We're gonna need some light engineering blocks. All right, do we have those guys? Oh, hello. Looks like we do. We should have some scaffolding. Let's go ahead and request 3 of these guys, and we'll go ahead and request these 9 as well. Maybe a little bit of steel. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm hoping I have enough steel for this entire process today. I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna hope for the best here. All right, so we'll get some more scaffolding. I think, let's go ahead and type that in because I've already forgotten. My mind is just not here. There we go. So now, bloop, bloop, a bam, boozled. There we go. Core sample drill. Now, we need power. Well, obviously, we always use our flux ducts and our flux points. These two are very, very nice. They always work very well for us. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek. Let's go ahead and say, let's push, what is it, F4? There we go. It's F4 on mine, and usually it's F9, but I remap mine because F9 is what I use to start, the video process. So this shows your chunk boundaries, and currently we're in a nice little chunk here. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Always check. Always just check, just to make sure. But nonetheless, here we go. Let's go ahead and set this up on power bank, and as you can see, we currently have ourselves the core sample doing its job. Look at that. You can even see the little thing going and drilling into the earth. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. 42%, 48%. Oh wow, that is so cool. I really like that. The animation even shows its progress, more or less. Well, I thought this was going to take a lot longer than this, but this is really not going to take very long at all. 600 ticks isn't very long, I guess. Core sample evaluated. No minerals found. Oh, well, no. I forgot about the drill thing. So, the plan is, we're going to be going around and looking in all of our chunks, preferably ones that aren't, whoa, no! I forgot, there was oil here. I don't know why I even left this hole here. I got an idea, though. Ha-ha! Oh, wait. This isn't quite working the way I hoped. Is it because? I think it's because of this guy. Aha! Yeah, that's exactly what it was. All right, let's pick this back up. Come back here, you. Thank you. And let's patch that up. Oh, I'll patch it up later. All right, so I want to check this one right here. And then if I don't find anything in this one, I'm going to go ahead and probably jump off camera. And for one, I'm going to do a little bit of crafting as needed. And I'll continue looking for more of these core samples for what I'm looking for. Currently, we're in this chunk. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got my blazes down here. Go away, blazes! No! No pies for you! You don't deserve any pie. Pies are for me. All right, how we doing? That is chisel. All right. So the other thing that we have to start working towards, once we do find the mineral vein that we're looking for, what we need is this special machine. This is the excavator. It's better than dwarves. It's one of the pinnacles of modern engineering. It's able to dig up minerals from veins inaccessible by normal mining. In return, however, the excavator is a complex structure which requires 4,096 RF per tick in order to operate. And we need a lot of steel. So this is why I've been kind of hoarding my steel. I'm going to be making all of these engineering blocks we need, all of the heavy engineering blocks, all the scaffolding we need for every piece of this multi-block structure. So let's take a look. No minerals found. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a little quick detour here and continue looking for core samples. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing a little bit of crafting. And when we come back, hopefully we'll find ourselves a nice core sample and get started building the excavator, courtesy of Bentley Industries. We'll be back in just a moment. Alright guys, we're back. I did a little bit of crafting and I got 26 heavy engineering blocks. More than enough scaffolding. I think we only needed 46 steel scaffolding, so I just made a few extra. And we have 18 light engineering blocks, as well as a couple extra pieces of steel, courtesy of Ancient Warfare, because right now I'm a little low on steel. So we're going to go ahead and request all 39 of these. Real quick, you're missing one block of steel. Right. You know what? I may have to make a quick trip in here just to go ahead and convert over the few pieces of steel ingots we currently have. Let's jump in here, jump upstairs. Where's my steel at? I think it's right there. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. There we go. So we still got steel in there, just a little bit. I currently got A7X Shadows and Coral, making us up a little bit more steel. Hopefully in the near future we'll be able to actually set up a process to make it a lot easier. But for now, there we go. We got what we need. Actually, you know what? Might not be a bad idea to real quick jump back in here and convert this into that. There we go. Just for safe measures. I don't know if I really trust the regular steel, but we'll see. So I did a little bit of crafting and got very lucky. I found exactly the vein that I wanted, magnetite, right here inside of the compound of Bentley Industries. Well, isn't that just wonderful? In fact, it definitely is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little clearing out. We're going to flatten this down just a bit. I honestly have no clue how big this excavator is supposed to be that I ordered. So yeah, I don't know. As far as power is concerned, I'll figure that out here in a little bit. Let's get this big guy set up real quick. So we got ourselves inside of this chunk here. Let's go ahead and mark the boundaries. So it's this chunk we're currently in, which would be kind of like in here, 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 and then here. Okay, so boundaries marked. Let's pick up this mess. There we go. All right, so we need to set up our excavator within this area. All right, let's take a look on how to set it up thanks to our instructions. All right, so first things first, we need to, on the, why'd you do that? Go down, no, up, down, there we go, okay, there we go. All right, so 3 heavy engineering blocks. All right, this might take a minute. All right, so we need to keep this inside of here. We need we'll do this, 1, 2, 3 heavy engineering blocks. I believe it was a piece of steel and then a light engineering block. Let's put this guy here, and then 2 pieces of steel, 2 heavy, something like that. Another piece of steel, heavy, steel, light. Is that it? No, that wasn't it. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Whoops. Trying. There we go. That's right. Pretty sure that's right. Okay, good. Next level. 3 light engineering blocks on top of this. Let's see. Steel, steel, light. Okay. Steel, steel, light. Heavy steel. Would be making up some funny words doing this. Light steel. Light steel. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And then next up, we have ourselves light space steel. Light space steel, and then heavy, heavy. This is awesome. Steel. Steel, steel, light. Steel. Is that right? Steel, and then scaffolding. All right, so we need to put some scaffolding there, right there. All right, cool. Nice. And then I guess that's it. All right, so at this point, do we actually just whack it and it turns into what we want, or do we have to like keep making the rest of it first? Where is my order? There it is. I need my good old trusty hammer. Where is my hammer? Oh, there it is. I already had it. What do you know? So, oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So we can actually form it. Dude, this thing looks amazing. All right, so I'm assuming this is where we put the giant wheel. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our manual, see the next page. All right, so this is the giant wheel. And then I believe this is the bucket. The structure is comprised of two pieces, the engine shown on the first page and the bucket wheel displayed on the second, which fits into the braces of the engine as displayed on the previous page. Braces of the engine is displayed on the previous page. The energy input on the side. The back features a redstone control panel and the item output. As the excavator digs up ores, the yield of the vein slowly decreases, but a vein of minerals can last for 144 days of consecutive digging. Guys, that's a long time. I feel like it's a long time. I would imagine it's a long time. All right, so I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of work here trying to figure out exactly how I'm supposed to do this. I want to say the wheel goes in here. That's what it looks like, at least. And I'm assuming... I'm assuming the centralized part of the wheel is going to go there. So we need to dig down to here. Just to be safe. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sleep through the night real quick. There we go. Come on, come on. Sleep, 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 sleep. We don't have our full defenses set up here at Bentley Industries currently. We're still lacking on the employees, which I'm thinking maybe in the next few days I'll be looking for some new employees. I think it's about time. I've been slacking off is what I've been doing. But anyways, we need steel and then... So steel. I'm going to check to see if this works. If not, then I'll try to figure it out otherwise. 1, 2. So we need to go down. 1, 2. I think we might need to go down another block. I'm just going to go ahead and go down 2. No, not oil. Anything but oil. No, we struck it rich. And I didn't even want to. Sad, sad day. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much 2 in every direction. Okay, and then a piece of steel on the top of that. So let's do this and this. This guy, I'm assuming, comes out to here, and then the steel. Okay, I'm gonna have to. All right, let's do this side first. So I'm pretty sure this and this, and I think that goes there. That goes there. This, that. Let me out. Darn it. There we go. Dagnammit. There we go. Okay, I think I'm messing this up somehow. Don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so that is steel. Okay, so that goes in the middle part. Oh, I see. I see what I did wrong. Goes like so. There we are. That looks right. All right, that goes there, and there. Steel there. Oh my gosh, this is looking really cool already. Oh man. Okay, so that one's set up right. This one is This one's set up right too, isn't it? Yeah, that one's set up right too. Cool. All right, so do I have to hit this with a hammer? I thought I would. Unless I might have messed it up. There's a good possibility I might have messed this thing up. But there's also a very good possibility that I need to set up the second part of this, which is here. And I'm assuming this goes here-ish? On this side, maybe? It almost looks like it goes on this side. Or maybe it goes... Oh, heck, I don't even know. Guys, let me go do a little bit of looking on how we probably need to set this up, so that way we have time to actually put it together and then, well, see how well this thing actually works. Be back in just a minute. Wow, guys. Just wow. I mean, seriously, I can't believe I didn't catch on to this. This is the actual finished product. Apparently, it's a little confusing because it's like, okay, so this is how many materials this picture takes. This is how many materials this picture takes. This is how many materials this picture takes. I thought the entire time that I had to make all three of these, but this is actually the finished product if we look closely. There's actually the wheel inside of there, and yeah, we just form it like normal. I mean, seriously? We didn't even need all of this stuff. I didn't need all this steel. In fact, I could probably make another one. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Oh, this is gonna be so awesome. Dude, yes. Okay, we gotta get this little fella set up and going right now. So, how are we gonna do this? Well, we've had a pretty good system set up in the past of how to set this all up and everything. So let's grab a little bit of bone meal. We're gonna fix this ender chest right up real quick. Let's see, you and you place down there, and I am going to give you white. So now we are currently back to the white. We'll place that there. I'm pretty sure that is the output here. And just because we got plenty of stuff, I want to place a block of steel there just to make it look nice and make it not look like it's floating. I'm pretty sure that area right there is for the lever, which I don't quite know if we really need at this point. And I'm assuming this is our power inputs. One way to test is putting our flux duct down. So I'm gonna go and do that. Places here, and we're actually gonna set this up on our other power system, so this way it doesn't drain from our main one. This is actually going to be used for power station 2 that we currently have set up. So let's take a little look at what we got here. All right, so currently we do not have a system extracting out of this. So we do need another flux plug, and I need to craft one. Flux plugs. I always forget these things. I have ender and reinforced iron block. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad if I don't get turned around in here and not understand what I'm doing. Ugh. All right, let's go into our calculator block. I need to get signs on those two, by the way, and set up a proper storage system in here. So we got our reinforced iron block ready to go already. Let's grab ourselves an ender pearl and a piece of blaze. There we go, and blaze. You and you. Grab our calculator here. And right there, we should be able to make our flux plug. Nice. All right, let's get out of here and head back into our power station cube. Yeah, a little stutteriness, and yeah, I'm not big on it. All right, so we come down this way. Let's try... do we have any other energy cells? Okay. Probably need a good resonant energy frame cell thing. Let's just see if we can actually get this going with a single flux duct first. Just as a test. Oh. I had issues doing that last time. Okay. power's filling up. That's what I wanted to see. And we'll place down our flux plug, setting this up on a new network. All right, so this is going to be power station 2 bank. All right, PS2, lol. It's a PS2 bank. Nice. All right, so why am I going upstairs? Anyway, there we go. All right, I don't know. We might need a flux controller for this, if I'm not mistaken, but we're going to test this out real quick. Set you up on F2 bank. All right, yeah, we are not getting power, so we are going to need another one. I think, actually, we might be able to set this one up on it, because I don't believe this one's set up on let's set up on power station 1. What about you? You're set up on power bank. Okay, we do need another flux controller. What do we need? An end diamond, reinforced stone, and some stable stone. All right, this seems practically doable. Let's see what we got. Don't click on that with the chisel. It won't do anything. We need 6 of these, 1 of you. And I always forget how to make these end diamonds. Obsidian, end stone, and an electric diamond, which consists of a flawless diamond and... Oh, okay, I like this. So we don't have to use so much blaze rods. We can just use more diamonds. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That's a nice change, because I only have one blaze rod left. Perfect. I don't have to go around killing stupid blazes all day. Nice. I gotta set up that thing back, too. I gotta get my blaze spawner properly working. All right, we actually need this guy down here. You, and you. Bam. All right, we got to set him up as a electric diamond. So let's toss him into our conductor mast. Could probably just unhook this at some point. Seriously, the blood moon's rising. You just had to do that. I've been having a steadily increase. Wow, this thing is full. I don't know why this thing is full. Shouldn't be full. Not going to complain, but yeah. Continue sending back to power station 1. I've had an increase of blood moons lately, and I do not know why. I cannot say I'm quite proud of this. Alright, so let's get some end stone. I'm going to quickly make this thing up before that blood moon gets any closer. We need to go into flawless crafting mode. Wait, no we don't. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. Dynamic crafting. It goes here, here, and there. We get ourselves an end diamond. Place you, and a bam. We got ourselves a flux controller. Just for a real quick demonstration, we'll set this up on PS2 bank, and we're going, guys. Check it out. What I'm going to do, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and stay safe for a bit, and we'll be back in just a little while once that blood moon goes away. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, and we are back. I've been letting this run for just a little bit longer than our blood moon. In fact, just started a new day also, and gotta say, it's doing an amazing job getting us all the iron we want. So this is pretty cool. So I don't know, I mean, do you think it's worth spending 4,096 RF per tick to get iron in like every couple seconds? And possibly gold? Oh yeah, of course, I think it's well worth it. I think it's well worth it, because pretty much at this point, it's free for us, because we're just using only this power generation system on it. Our steam boiler is doing an amazing job keeping everything up. Still slowly recovering from that blood moon because we couldn't actually sleep through the night and stuff. But all that good stuff being said and done, we're generating a lot of power here, and probably could do more by making some more kinetic generators. Then we would more than likely have ourselves a completely free mining system, which would be really nice. So all I really need to do is set up another wood farm so we have a nice excess amount of wood coming in, because we're slowly but surely losing out over there. So I may do that here in the next couple episodes off camera. But for the most part, I didn't know that this actually removed terrain. and it looks like it's doing that. It wasn't in the instruction manual, but it's okay. I am okay with this. If we have to move research and development, then, well, we'll have to move research and development. I went and placed the core sample drill right back here, though, so that way we can right-click on it, and we can see the integrity of the vein. With it mining as much as it has so far, it's still like almost at 100%. We've literally only went through 0.5% of what this vein is actually going to produce for us. That is a lot of iron. So I'm gonna let this thing just constantly run for us. And guys, I gotta say, that's it. Bentley Industries now has a good steady supply of iron coming in, and look at that. You see it's like it's dropping through the buckets there into this little hopper thing system, and it's making its way to the back here and its output. It's awesome. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for today. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.